has already begun to slow. 4 quiet places are waiting in a single line. Nothing will rush you from one to the next. The hours can blur without effort. This is one long stretch of calm. The spaces will change, but the pace will not. And the night will keep carrying you forward. After midnight, mission control is lit but quiet. Console screens hold their stable lines. Headsets rest on hooks, unused. Nothing is about to launch. You don't need to focus. The words can stay in the background, like airflow moving through a cooled room. Rows of consoles face the main wall display. Status tiles remain green in calm blocks. No warning banner appears. A small clock above the front row advances without sound. No one looks up. The room does not respond. On the big screen, a ground track map remains unchanged. Thin lines hold their positions over dark ocean. No new marker appears. A telemetry strip shows steady numbers. They do not climb. They do not fall. In the headset rack, cords hang straight. Push-to-talk buttons remain untouched. No channel opens. A speaker grill above the aisle stays silent. No test tone plays. No voice arrives. At the front desk, a logbook lies open under a clear cover. The last entry is dated. No new line is written. A pen remains clipped to the board. The clip stays tight. Nothing moves it. Cooling vents release a slow, even stream. It does not sharpen into cold. It stays balanced. A cabinet fan holds a low tone. It never surges. It becomes easy to ignore. Behind the consoles, a service corridor remains dim. Badge readers stay dark. No door opens. A red exit sign glows over the stair. Letters remain sharp. No hinge shifts. On one monitor, a camera view shows an empty launch pad. Floodlights remain on at low setting. No vehicle moves along the road. A windsock lifts slightly, then settles. No gust presses the tower. A relay clicks once in a rack. One click. Then the baseline hum returns. Nothing follows it. The screens keep their steady lines. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. Mission control holds its quiet night state, steady and unchanged, while Florida stays dark beyond the glass. A coffee mug rests on a coaster near a keyboard. The lid stays on. No steam rises. A laminated checklist sits beside it. Boxes remain blank. No marker is lifted. At the side wall, a rack of visitor badges remains behind glass. Names remain printed in small type. No badge is missing. A sign reads, "Authorized staff only." Letters remain clear. No tape edge lifts. Under the console lip, cable trenches remain covered. Plates sit flush. Screws remain seated. Reflective tape marks the edge. does not flicker. It guides no one. On the main display, a pale outline of coastline remains fixed. No storm band appears. No lightning icon flashes. A quiet confirmation tone sounds once from a panel. Soft, brief, then silence again. In the back row, a rolling chair stays pushed in. Wheels do not roll. The floor remains clean under it. A headset sits on its cradle. No light appears. No call arrives. Outside the building, a distant airfield beacon blinks once, then dark again. It marks distance and nothing more. Near the front row, a sealed binder rests in a tray. Its label reads, "Console Procedures." The cover stays flat. No page turns. A small red tag hangs from a key switch. The tag stays still. The switch remains covered. On a side monitor, a weather loop plays in slow frames. Cloud tops hold their shape. The loop does not change speed. No new color band forms. A separate strip shows range safety status. All blocks remain green. No call-out appears. A dome camera at the ceiling corner keeps a faint indicator. It does not rotate. Nothing triggers it. At the comm panel, loop names remain printed. Flight, guidance, prop, Ecom, Capcom. None are selected. No mic opens. In the server bay behind the wall, fans keep their low line. It is steady. It is constant. It does not draw attention. A pressure display for the building air holds its number. It does not drift. The case remains dry. Along the aisle, small floor lights trace the steps. They make thin dots that never move. They keep the room readable without waking it. A clipboard near the entry lists tomorrow's timeline. Times remain printed. No pen circles anything. The paper stays flat. Outside on the big glass, reflections of consoles remain faint. They do not shift into shapes. They stay soft and still. A quiet click comes from the HVAC damper. Then airflow returns to the same even loop. No paper flutters. No cord sways. The main wall display refreshes once. Not a change in content. Just a brief blink of brightness. Then the same map returns. No new symbol appears. No line shifts. A final relay confirms the network clock. One click. Then the fan tone remains. At the doorway, the access panel stays blue. No badge taps. No lock cycles. A small fire panel shows normal. The text stays steady. No buzzer sounds. On the far desk, a pair of safety glasses rests upside down. The arms remain folded. Nothing shifts them. Outside, palm fronds are silhouettes. No wind moves them. The night remains calm around the building. For now. The consoles remain in the same dim balance. No new line appears on the telemetry strip. symbols remain printed in neat rows. Selector knob stays centered. No channel is taken. A headset mic rests near the lip of a console. Its foam cover remains dry. No breath warms it. On the camera view, the pad lights remain low. Service roads remain empty. A gate line stays closed. The tower holds its shape against the sky. No vent plume appears. No new vehicle light moves along the fence. Across the main display, the ground track holds steady. A cursor marker stays fixed at its last point. No call-out box appears. A small timer advances. It does not hurry. It does not change tone. In the back aisle, a chair remains turned slightly away from a console. Its wheels stay still. The floor stays clean. A trash bin liner remains folded under its lid. No paper drops in. A quiet fan cycle passes through the ceiling vents. Airflow shifts by a fraction, then returns to its baseline. No page flutters. No cord sways. On the side desk, a sealed envelope rests under a clear weight. Its label reads, "Range Notes." The paper stays flat. No edge lifts. Beside it, a ruler lies parallel to the desk edge. It does not roll. A small light on the server cabinet remains green. The second light remains off. No beep sounds. A relay confirms a circuit once. One click. Then stillness again. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The room continues its slow watch, steady and unchanged, while the coast outside remains dark. Near the back wall, a framed mission patch hangs under glass. The fabric remains still. No glare shifts across the frame. A fire panel shows normal. The text remains steady. No buzzer sounds. A small drawer labeled "Spare Headsets" remains shut. Its handle stays centered. No metal clinks. A coil of Velcro ties rests in a cup. The loose ends stay tucked. On the operations screen, a status row reads green across the board. No orange. No red. A tiny dot blinks once, then pauses. It returns to the same calm rhythm. Outside, a distant beacon blinks again and fades. Inside, the consoles remain calm. The night remains quiet. At the front row, the flight director chair remains empty. Armrests stay cool. The nameplate stays readable. A small stack of printed plots rests beside the chair. Staples hold the corners. No sheet is lifted. Along the console edge, status tags remain clipped. Guidance, nav, prop, thermal. They stay in place. None are replaced. A pen cap lies beside a keyboard. It does not roll. The keys remain untouched. In the hallway outside the room, lights remain low. The badge reader stays blue. No door opens. A janitor closet remains shut. A mop sign stays folded behind its window. Nothing moves there. On the large display, a coastline outline holds steady. A faint grid remains fixed. No overlay toggles. A small banner at the top reads, "Nominal." It stays unchanged. At the comm rack, a small meter shows audio level. The bar rests near 0. No spike appears. A speaker grill on the ceiling remains silent. No countdown voice plays. No routine call repeats. Near the equipment bay window, a cooling pipe shows a dry seam. No condensation beads. A valve tag hangs flat. A temperature sticker remains readable. No color band shifts. At the console labeled Capcom, the push button stays unlit. The mic switch stays off. The desk surface remains clear. A laminated cue card rests under a clip. The clip stays tight. No corner lifts. Outside, a faint line of surf appears as white noise on the horizon. It does not enter the room. The glass keeps it distant. Palm shadows remain still. No wind shakes them. A monitor refreshes once with a brief, dim flicker. Then the same numbers return. No jump. No change. A second monitor shows a stable power draw. The line remains flat. The scale remains the same. Under the consoles, cable bundles run in tied loops. Clamps hold their spacing. No connector loosens. A floor grate releases cool air. It stays even. It stays quiet. Near the exit, a paper sign reads "Quiet Hours." Letters remain clear. The tape remains flat. A wall clock in the corridor advances without sound. No one looks at it. At the corner desk, a small plastic bin holds spare badge clips. They remain nested. No clip is removed. A desk lamp stays off. Only the console glow remains. On the main display, a tiny starfield graphic remains fixed behind the map. It does not move. It does not animate. The overall picture stays calm and unchanged. A relay clicks from the power board again. One click. Then the same fan tone returns. Nothing follows it. The room remains sealed. The night remains quiet. At the service desk, a small stapler rests by the log sheet. It does not move. A spare marker stays capped. Outside the window, a plane light crosses far away, then fades. Inside, nothing responds. So, the night holds the same quiet tempo in the room. No one enters the aisle. No badge taps the reader. The doors stay shut. On the big wall display, "Nominal" remains at the top. The map remains unchanged. The grid stays fixed. A thin line of data continues to stream. It stays calm. It stays consistent. At the Capcom position, the mic switch remains off. The cue card stays clipped. No page is flipped. A headset remains on its hook. The cord stays straight. No indicator flashes. In the rack bay, fans keep their low line. No surge, no drop. A cabinet LED stays green. A second lamp stays dark. No tone sounds. Outside the window, the pad lights remain low and distant. The road remains empty. The fence line remains still. A windsock lifts once, then falls. No gust follows. A soft click comes from the HVAC damper. Then the same airflow returns. The room stays even. No paper shifts. No cord sways. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. Mission Control remains steady through the late hours, quiet and unchanged, until daylight returns to the coast. At the front row, a pair of reading glasses rests beside a keyboard. The arms remain folded. Nothing nudges them. A small sticky note sits on the bezel. It reads, "Check time sync." The paper stays flat. No corner lifts. Along the aisle, floor lights make thin dots on the carpet. They do not flicker. They guide no one. A trash bin stays closed at the lid. The liner remains folded. No paper drops in. In the hallway outside, the quiet hours sign remains taped. The tape stays flat. Letters remain clear. A door to a conference room remains shut. Nameplate stays readable. No hinge moves. Back at the main consoles, a caution label remains on a switch cover. Do not arm. The cover stays down. No finger lifts it. A small torque seal mark sits on a screw head. The paint remains aligned. No tool approaches it. On the telemetry strip, one column shows temperature. The number holds steady. A second column shows voltage. It remains within range. No bar changes color. No beep sounds. A monitoring tablet sits in a charging cradle. Its screen remains dark. The cable stays clipped. A green charge light holds steady. It does not blink faster. Outside on the horizon, a faint cloud bank drifts but does not reach the pad. The shape stays soft. No lightning flashes. Inside, the map remains unchanged. The nominal banner stays. A printer tray near the back desk holds blank paper. No sheet feeds out. The tray stays full. A stapler remains centered on the edge. It does not slide. At the visitor window, blinds remain half lowered. Slats stay still. No shadow moves between them. Reflections of console lights remain faint on the glass. They do not shift into shapes. In the equipment bay, a coolant line stays dry at the joints. A valve tag hangs flat. No condensation beads. A pressure readout remains steady. Digits do not jump. A small speaker in the ceiling clicks once. Not a message. A system check. Then silence returns. The fan tone continues. At the side wall, a framed safety diagram shows evacuation routes. Lines remain sharp. No marker adds a note. A cabinet labeled First Aid remains closed. The seal tag hangs flat. No latch moves. Across the room, a quiet blue pulse continues on one network module. Measured, unhurried. It repeats at the same interval. It does not change pace. Under the consoles, cable ties remain tight. Bundles keep their arcs. No connector loosens. A floor grate releases cool air. It stays even. It stays quiet. On the big display, the ground track refreshes once. A brief blink of brightness. Then the same lines return. No new symbol appears. No line shifts position. At the front desk, a mug rests on a coaster. The lid stays on. No steam rises. A packet of sugar sits unopened beside it. Edges remain sealed. No crinkle sounds. Outside, an aircraft light crosses far above the coast. It fades without sound. The room does not respond. The pad lights remain low. The tower remains still. A relay clicks once in the power rack. One click, then baseline hum again. Nothing follows it. No alert opens. No voice arrives. Time continues without urgency. The wall clock advances. No one looks up. The calm pattern holds. Near the center aisle, a binder labeled Shift Notes remains closed. Tabs remain aligned. No page turns. A pen rests in the clip on its spine. The clip stays tight. Nothing moves it. At the comm rack, a small audio meter rests near zero. No spike appears. No channel opens. Loop labels remain printed in neat rows. None are selected. The panel stays quiet. In the corner, a small refrigerator hums softly. The door stays shut. A light inside remains off. A bottle of water rests on a shelf. It does not tip. It remains still. Outside the window, palm fronds remain dark shapes. No wind moves them. The coastline remains quiet. Inside, the consoles remain stable. The night continues. So far. hatch is sealed against the wind. Deck lights stay low along the rail. Ice stretches beyond the pylons into darkness. Nothing is about to shift. Let the place hold its own rhythm. Details can pass without sticking. Only the steady parts remain. A narrow service corridor runs under the deck. Wall panels hold a dry, cold sheen. No latch clicks open. A pressure gauge near the inner door holds steady. The needle does not drift. The glass stays clear. Outside the window, the sea is black and flat. A thin line of pack ice rests at the horizon. No wake reaches the platform legs. A beacon on the far mast blinks once, then pauses. It does not brighten the ocean. It only marks distance. On the console shelf, a log sheet rests under a clear cover. The last entry is dated. No new line is written. A pen remains clipped beside it. The clip stays tight. Nothing moves it. Along the handrail, frost sits in a thin edge. It does not spread. It does not fall. A safety ring hangs on its hook. The strap stays straight. No buckle taps. Below the deck, a pump keeps a low, even tone. It does not surge. It does not fade. A relay clicks once in the cabinet. One click. Then the same hum returns. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The platform holds its night state above the frozen sea line, steady and unchanged, through the long hours before morning. In the generator bay, the test switch cover stays down. A label reads, "Do not run." Letters remain sharp. A fuel gauge needle holds its mark. No drift appears. The case remains dry. At the comm panel, link stays stable. Green remains on. No warning color appears. A headset rests on its hook. The cord hangs straight. No indicator flashes. Outside, wind moves across the ice without lifting it. Snow dust stays settled on the ridgeline. No plume rises from the deck. A thin drip line at the gutter remains empty. No water gathers. No click of falling drops. Along the deck edge, reflective paint stays bright under the lamps. It does not flicker. It guides no one. A coil of rope rests in neat loops by the stair. The loose end stays tucked. Nothing unravels. A camera dome watches the walkway. Its indicator stays faint. It does not rotate. On the monitor, the outer deck remains empty. No shadow crosses the frame. No door opens. A ladder down to the lower catwalk remains unused. Rungs stay dry. No boot touches the metal. A warning plate reads, "Icy surface." The plate stays bolted. No corner lifts. Far out on the dark water, a buoy light blinks once. Then darkness darkness returns. The blink does not change the sea. The platform keeps its low lights. The ice keeps its hard line. The wind keeps passing. A soft, settling sound comes once from the rail joint, not repeated. Then stillness returns. The pressure gauge remains steady. The pump hum remains even. The hatch stays sealed. Air moves through a vent grill in a slow loop. It stays cold. It stays clean. The corridor remains quiet. The deck remains clear. And the polar platform continues to hold its calm above the frozen sea line. In the galley corner, a kettle sits on a cold plate. The switch remains off. No steam rises. A stack of mugs rests in a rack. Handles face the same direction. Nothing clinks. Near the emergency cabinet, a flare box remains sealed. The latch stays centered. The seal tag hangs flat. A laminated card lists procedures. The print remains clear. No finger traces the lines. A winch drum rests beside the stairwell door. Cable wraps remain tight and even. No motor engages. A hook hangs in open air. It does not sway. It stays exactly where it was left. On the weather screen, a bar shows steady wind. The number holds. No warning icon appears. A second screen shows sea temperature. Digits remain unchanged. The backlight stays low. Along the ceiling, insulation panels hold their seams. No rattle comes from them. No dust falls. A small light over the hatch frame stays blue. It does not blink faster. It does not dim. Outside, the ice edge remains a hard white line. It does not break into pieces. It does not drift closer. A distant ridge of pressure ice sits like a low wall. No crack sound reaches the deck. At the rail, a thin frost pattern gathers on a bolt head. It catches light once. Then it becomes dull again. The bolt remains tight. The rail remains still. A soft tone comes from the comm unit once. Not a call. A routine keep alive. Then silence returns to the speaker. The link light remains stable. Under the deck, the pump cycles again. The change is slight. Then the same low tone returns. No vibration reaches the corridor floor. The plates remain flush. Near the outer door, a life raft canister rests in its bracket. Straps remain tight. No buckle shifts. A warning label reads, "Pull to deploy." Letters remain sharp. Nothing touches it. The deck remains dry. The sky remains dark. The pattern holds. Quiet. The deck lights keep their low line along the rail. No beacon changes its rhythm. No door releases at the stairwell. Wind passes over the ice and moves on. It does not push spray against the legs. It does not carry grit across the deck. Inside the corridor, Panels keep their dry sheen. Seams remain tight. No latch clicks. At the COM panel, link stays stable. Green remains on. No warning color appears. A speaker grill stays silent. No voice arrives. No test tone plays. Outside the window, the frozen sea line remains fixed. The pack ice holds its pale edge. Dark water stays beyond it. A buoy blinks once, then fades. The blink does not travel closer. It only marks distance. At the rail joint, frost remains thin on the bolt heads. It does not fall. It does not spread. A safety ring remains on its hook. The strap stays straight. No buckle taps. Under the deck, the pump tone continues. It rises slightly for a moment, then returns to its baseline. A relay confirms the cycle once. One click. Then the same low hum again. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The platform keeps holding its night state above the frozen line, steady and unchanged, while hours pass without being noticed. Near the hatch, the blue light stays steady. It does not blink faster. It does not dim. The seal tag remains flat. No corner lifts. No hand reaches for the wheel. In the galley corner, mugs remain in their rack. Handles face the same direction. No metal clinks. The kettle stays cold on its plate. The switch remains off. No steam rises. At the winch drum, cable wraps remain even. No motor engages. No tension shifts. The hook hangs in open air. It does not sway. It stays centered. On the weather screen, the wind number holds. No icon appears. The backlight stays low. Sea temperature digits remain unchanged. No update jumps on the line. Along the ceiling, insulation panels remain still. No rattle comes from the seams. No dust falls. A small vent grill releases a slow loop of air. It stays cold. It stays clean. Outside, the ridge of pressure ice remains a low wall. No crack sound reaches the deck. No new shadow crosses it. The ice edge stays hard and bright in the lamp spill. It does not drift. A soft keep alive tone sounds once from the comm unit. Not a call, just confirmation. Then the speaker returns to silence. The link light remains stable. Near the outer door, the life raft canister stays in its bracket. Straps remain tight. No buckle shifts. The deployment label remains readable. Nothing touches it. A faint settling sound comes once from the stairwell frame. Not repeated. Then stillness returns. The deck remains dry. The corridor remains quiet. And the polar platform continues above the frozen sea line. On the monitor wall, the outer walkway remains empty. The camera view does not refresh into motion. Only the same lamps and rail posts. A thin line of snow dust rests at the deck edge. It does not lift. It stays pressed to the paint. At the emergency cabinet, the latch remains centered. The seal tag stays intact. No hinge shifts. A laminated card remains behind clear plastic. Print stays sharp. No finger traces it. In the battery bay, charge bars hold their level. No bar drops. No charger fan surges. A small indicator remains green. A second lamp remains off. No tone sounds. Along the ladder down to the lower catwalk, rungs remain dry. No boot touches the metal. No tool bag opens at the landing. A warning plate stays bolted to the rail. Letters remain clear. No corner lifts. Outside, the sky stays dark without stars. Cloud cover remains thin and uniform. No moonlight reaches the ice. The beacon on the mast blinks again, then pauses. The rhythm stays measured. A narrow drain groove runs toward a grate. The grate remains clear. No water follows the line. The gutter seam stays quiet. No drip begins. Near the console shelf, a laminated diagram stays under a clear sleeve. Lines show valve positions and shutoffs. Nothing is adjusted. A grease pencil remains capped. It does not roll. It stays where it was set. Under the deck, a second pump cycles. The change is small. Then the same low tone returns. No vibration reaches the corridor floor. Plates remain flush at the seams. At the rail, a thin salt haze rests on the outer glass of the windscreen. It does not clear. It does not spread. Reflections of the deck lights remain soft. They do not shift into shapes. Far out beyond the ice edge, darkness holds steady. No vessel light approaches. No wake line appears. Only the buoy blinks once more. Then nothing. The platform keeps its calm watch. A final relay confirms power in the cabinet. One click, then silence. The screens remain steady. The hatch stays sealed. Wind passes above the dome of ice and moves on. Inside, the corridor holds its quiet air. Nothing changes its state. The beacons keep their slow blink. The frozen line stays firm. Still, no change. The beacon repeats its slow blink over the rail posts. No new light appears beyond the ice edge. The deck remains clear of footprints. Inside the corridor, air stays dry and cold. The vent loop keeps its quiet line. Nothing shifts in the panels. At the comm panel, the link lamp remains steady. No reconnect begins. No channel opens. A small audio meter rests near zero. It does not spike. The speaker grill stays silent. Outside the window, the pack ice holds its hard boundary. Dark water sits beyond it without motion. The buoy light blinks once, then disappears again. The blink feels distant. It does not approach. It only returns on its own rhythm. Near the stairwell, the hatch seal remains intact. The tag stays flat against the rim. No latch moves. A thin frost seam rests along the handle plate. It stays thin. It does not spread. At the winch drum, cable wraps remain even. No tension builds. No motor engages. A hook hangs in open air. It does not sway. It stays centered beneath the arm. In the galley corner, the mug rack remains unchanged. Handles face the same direction. No cup shifts. A packet of tea rests unopened by the kettle. Foil stays smooth. No scent rises. On the weather screen, wind holds its steady number. No warning icon appears. The backlight stays low. Sea temperature digits remain unchanged. No update jumps on the line. Along the ceiling, insulation panels keep their seams. No rattle comes from the joins. No dust falls. A small light over the hatch frame remains blue. It does not brighten. It does not dim. Outside, pressure ice remains a low ridge at the edge of lamp spill. No crack reaches the deck. No new shadow crosses the white. A thin veil of cloud stays uniform above the platform. The sky does not open. The darkness remains flat. Under the deck, the pump tone rises briefly, then settles back to its baseline. The change is small and contained. A relay confirms the cycle once. One click. Then the cabinet returns to quiet hum. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The platform keeps its calm state above the frozen line, steady and unchanged, as the night holds its slow pattern. Near the emergency cabinet, the latch remains centered. The seal stays intact. No hinge shifts. A laminated procedure card remains behind clear plastic. Print stays sharp. No finger traces the lines. On the monitor wall, the outer walkway remains empty. Rail posts repeat in a straight line. Light pools stay fixed on paint. A thin drift of snow dust rests at the edge. It does not lift. It stays pressed to the deck. At the battery bay, charge bars hold their level. No bar drops. No fan surges. A small indicator remains green. A second lamp stays off. No tone sounds. By the lower catwalk ladder, rungs remain dry. No boot touches the metal. The warning plate stays bolted. Letters remain clear. Corners remain flat. Nothing loosens there. Outside, the mast beacon blinks again. Blink. Dark. Blink. The rhythm stays measured. The deck does not respond. The frozen sea line remains firm. A drain groove leads to a clear grate. No water follows the line. The gutter seam remains quiet. No drip begins. No drop falls. At the console shelf, a diagram remains under a clear sleeve. Lines show valves and shutoffs. Nothing is adjusted. A grease pencil remains capped. It does not roll. It stays where it was set. Under the deck, a second pump cycles once. The tone shifts by a fraction. Then it returns. No vibration reaches the corridor floor. Plates remain flush at the seams. At the windscreen, Salt haze holds on the outer pane. It does not clear. It does not spread. Reflections of deck lights stay soft. They do not form shapes. Far beyond the ice edge, darkness holds steady. No vessel light appears. No wake line forms. The buoy blinks once more and fades. The platform remains quiet. A final cabinet relay confirms power. One click. Then stillness again. The link lamp remains stable. The hatch remains sealed. And the night continues above the frozen sea line. Near the outer door, a pair of work gloves rests on a shelf. Their fabric stays dry. No strap shifts. A small flashlight remains off in its cradle. The lens stays clear. No switch moves. At the life raft bracket, straps remain tight across the canister. The buckle stays centered. The label remains readable. Nothing is pulled. Nothing releases. In the corner, a metal clipboard box stays latched. Its lid sits flat. No paper is removed. A pencil inside remains unused. The hinge stays quiet. Outside, ice holds its bright edge under the lamps. Inside, steel holds its seams. The air stays even. The beacon repeats its slow blink. The platform remains unchanged. A soft settling sound comes once from a pipe clamp. Not repeated. Then the corridor returns to baseline quiet. No door opens. No signal changes. Only the low light and cold air remain. The frozen line stays firm. The blink continues.